Have you ever seen a video of wolves squabbling over a carcass in the wild? Competition over resources in the wild, like food, mates, or territory, is necessary for survival and reproduction. Aggression can be a very successful competitive strategy. Aggressive forms of resource guarding in our companion dogs, however, can be very harmful. Not only can it disrupt harmony within the home, but it may lead to an increased likelihood of dog bites, neglect, abuse, relinquishment, or even euthanasia. Although domestication has relaxed selection pressures and changed early experiences, resulting in a decreased need for our dogs to compete for resources, resource guarding behaviors such as rapid ingestion, avoidance, threats, or aggression over food or toys is seen in up to 20% of dogs. Now, to prevent or treat resource guarding behavior in our companion dogs, which is the ultimate goal of my research, we need to understand why it develops in some, but not all dogs. It's well established that early experiences in development can have a large impact on later behavior, as the dog is changing rapidly to adapt to their current environment. Availability and experiences with valuable resources like food and toys, and the need to compete for them from a young age, may inform competitive strategies that a puppy develops moving forward. In companion dogs, these early experiences with resources are likely influenced by interactions with their mother and litter mates, breeder and owner management practices, and individual differences in temperament or birth weight. My research examines how all of these factors interrelate to inform a puppy's early experience with valuable resources by following litters of puppies from 3 weeks of age to 6 months into their adoptive home. I'm looking at each individual puppy's tendency to display competitive behavior across a variety of situations, and then any associations with breeder and owner management practices. Lastly, I will assess if puppies developed a tendency to resource guard at 6 months of age. Many companion dogs in Canada are supplied by breeders, who play a large role in their puppies' early experiences, as they are often solely responsible for the puppies until at least 8 weeks of age. Breeder management practices in Canada are largely unregulated, and studies in other countries show huge variability in practices. My research has surveyed breeders about how they manage their puppies' access to milk, food, toys, and other valuable resources. This will identify typical early experiences that puppies are having with resource competition. Early experiences with the mother and litter are also likely to influence a puppy's behavior. Looking at early nursing behavior, my research found that many puppies perform competitive behaviors, such as pushing litter mates with their paws or muzzle, and sometimes even displacing them completely to gain access to nipples. We also found that larger litters and younger puppies showed an increased odds of displaying competitive behavior during nursing. Previous studies have shown that owners also play a large role in the behavior of their dog, specifically in the first few months after adoption. Now, all of this taken together, hopefully this research will shed some light on what might contribute to the development of resource guarding. It is likely this is a very complex and multifaceted problem, and it's important to understand impacts of early experiences on a dog's motivation to resource guard.